What's up, people of YouTube? It's your boy M. Lee on the films. Here to give you guys a countdown of pretty much all the lenses I've ever owned, ever since dating from the end of 2012 all the way up to 2017, current. So first I got started off with the Canon Nifty 50, the Plastic Fantastic, you know what I'm saying? The Canon 50mm f1.8, easy. Anybody can pick this lens up. It's under $100 now. When it first came out, it was barely over $100. So it's all plastic. This is a good lens to start with. I remember when I first got this lens, I was just blown away, man. Like, especially because the only lens I had was the 17 to 55 kit lens, that came with my Canon T3i. So it was like, I was just blown away, like how much light and how everything was clear on the screen and, in the video. So, after that, my mind was just blown with creative ideas and stuff like that. So next up is the Canon 50mm f1.4. I didn't really see a big jump in performance, picture quality, image quality difference between the 1.8 and the 1.4, but the 1.4 of course was well built like a tank compared to the other one. Much bigger. You was able to put a follow focus ring on gear up on there versus compared to the other one. And even the 1.8 Mark II, you still can't barely put a follow focus gear up on there unless you use like a skinnier one. But yeah, the 1.4 was cool. When I had the 1.8 and the 1.4, I never really go below 2.2 just because like so much stuff would be out of focus. Depends on how far away you are away from the subject. The further you are away, the better, because you're able to get that whole subject in focus. But if you're closer to the subject and you got it set to like 1.4 or 1.8, you're only gonna get like the tip of their nose in focus, so you gotta bag it on up so it could be that whole person. So but in any low light situation, those stops are real good, real fun to play around with. And when it comes to creativity, you get the blurry background, that real good bokeh, and that was the difference between the 1.4 and the 1.8. Of course, you guys already know, for the people that already know about these lenses, it had more, the f1.4 had more aperture blades, so you get the more smoother bokeh. And then while we're at it, we might as well talk about the 50mm, 1.8 Mark II, which I do own currently right now. Love it to death, even though I haven't even used it that many times at all, but I still love it. Got the metal mount. It's just everything you want in an upgrade from the first one. The first one was all plastic. This one is the perfect upgrade, perfect size, jump, perfect. I just wish that focus ring was a little bit wider. Other than that, it's perfect. It's a cool, nice little cheap lens, and it still costs the same amount as the other one when it first came out, around $100 to $125, real easy to pick up. Next up, the Canon 17 to 55mm 4.5 to 5.6. Of course, that's the kit lens. What's the point in talking about the kit lens? The point in talking about the kit lens is for the new people out there that just grabbed the camera. You gotta understand, everybody didn't start when you started. Everybody didn't start when I started. Somebody probably just started right now, like literally right now, and took the stuff out the box and looking at videos of lenses and stuff, and bam. So the kit lens is real good to use. This is one of the first like little videos I put up on my YouTube channel. Nothing special, just at the beach. So that video was shot with the kit lens utilizing the T3i. It's a nice little kit lens to use for a few months, but don't expect much from it. Next up is the Sigma 17 to 50 2.8. Man, let me tell you, when I had my T3i, I saved up I have videos. I had like 3 music videos back to back. I was happy saving up money for this damn. This is the first like good lens, considered like a good lens, that I ever purchased, and the most expensive lens I ever purchased at that point in time. I think I spent like $500, $600 something that lens was. But man, 2.8 and then the 17 to 50, like that was like perfect. Those are meant for the crop sensor cameras like the T3i and stuff. You don't want to use that. I don't think it even works for like the 6D and the full frame cameras and stuff like that. But that's a good ass lens, and the price was pretty good too. Because at the time I was doing a lot of nighttime music videos. That's what a lot of people was into. Especially coming from me, a lot of people loved the way I was filming and editing it and everything and stuff like that. So at first I was using a 50mm, and I wanted to have some type of way to be zooming in and doing all kind of like stuff like that. And I ran across that bad boy, the Sigma. I was like, I gotta get that. So I saved up for it, finally got it, utilized the hell out of it. I think I shot about 15 videos with it, I believe, or 10 to 15. So music videos, not overall videos. I shot about, that's probably like 60 overall, if you count everything. And then next up, I had purchased the Sigma 50 to 200. I don't even think I've shot that many videos with this. I'm gonna look at the blank green screen, hoping that I found something to show y'all, but I probably didn't find nothing because I can't remember. I've been thinking about it all day at work. Like, what videos have I shot when I got that 50 to 200 Sigma? Cause it was so long ago. It was like, I had my T3i. It was around the time I was teaching hip hop class and stuff like that. So, and then after that, I think I sold it for about 100, because that lens is so cheap. You know, you can get that lens for about 160 bucks, and it's worth it too, especially if you're just starting out. But you know, as you get better, you start to see different, you know, imperfects, different. It's not really, I wouldn't really call it imperfects, but as you get better, you realize your growth. Simply put, you're a kid. Your feet starting to hurt because your feet is getting bigger. What do you do next? It's not the shoe that's bad. It's your feet that's growing. Get a new pair of shoes, baby. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Next up is the Canon 17 to 40 f4 L lens. You know, I used to dream about owning the L lens a long time ago when I still had my T3i and everything. Thought I'd never be able to own the L lens, but own about a few of the bad boys already, so it's already ain't even nothing to me no more. But just let y'all know, you'll get there. Trust and believe you'll get there, most definitely. You got my stamp of approval, my guarantee, or your money back. Guarantee or your money back. It's like, nah. But yeah, the Canon 17 to 40 is the lens. Actually, I'm using this bad boy right now. You know, I love the lens, man. You get that 17 wide angle. You're doing videos and stuff. You want to get a little bit closer. You know, you got that 40 as well. And then when you zooming in, the barrel doesn't extend or nothing like that. When you're focusing, the barrel doesn't extend. Everything is within the lens. I didn't even know that at first. Even after looking at so many videos on YouTube before I bought the lens. You know, because I pretty much watch every single video of an item on YouTube that's ever been uploaded when I'm about to buy something. But yeah, I love the lens. I ain't gonna ever get rid of it unless something else comes out that's a little bit better. You know, I'm already been looking at some other things already, but that 17 to 40 is kind of hard to beat for what I do. You know, it's perfect for me. Like, whatever works perfect for you. Don't watch other people's video wondering what works perfect for them. Take their suggestions and play around with it, and if it works for you too, then add it on to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, play around with it. It's like taking it out on a date. Taking something out on a date, you know. You gotta start it off slow, you know, go on little dates, test them out, see what they're about, you know. If they putting in that work, then that's when you, like, you know, bam, make it official. All right, what's next? Next up is the Canon 24 to 105. I own this lens 2 times. The first time is when I brought my 6D. Freaking geeked out inside this video. I be hating my video. I be wanting to delete them, to be honest with you, because excuse the expression, like I can't help it. It feels like I don't even own this. It feels like this is not even mine. Like, to be honest with you, have you guys ever had that feeling before? Like, you ever brought a car before or brought like something, and even though you got it legitly, it doesn't feel like it's yours. Like, it's just so much to take. Man, oh my god, like, it's kind of embarrassing, you know. Of course it's gonna be embarrassing to me. It ain't embarrassing to y'all because y'all the ones watching me. You know, boy was geeking out a little bit, but hey, I was excited. You know, I love what I do, you know. And that was the best camera and lens I ever had all at once at the same time. Like, shit, I was hella geeking out. That's why a lot of people like working with me too, though. Just not to toot my own horn, but because it's the love that somebody have a film and not just, oh, let me get this paycheck real quick. You know what I'm saying? So the Canon 24 to 105 f4 lens, and I love the f4. You know, that's why people be asking me, like, why you never get the upgraded version? I know it's more, but, you know, save up money. It's a good investment and just get the 2.8 version of those lenses that you have. Why, if I'm not going to ever really use it as much? I mean, I know when I have it, I'm going to see all kind of benefits to it and start using the hell out of it. But for the most part, f4 is what I love filming at, because it gets the perfect amount of things in focus. You know, you don't have to worry about, it's like, for the most part, you can be any distance from your subject for the most part, and still keep it at f4, and then it still be kind of perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I was noticing before I even had like L lenses and stuff, when I was using other lenses, by the time, like, when I would set everything up and have all my settings set up, and I look at my settings before I'm about to shoot, I noticed that I always would set my lenses always to f4 or 4.5 all the time, or 3.2 or something like that. And for the people that's just watching my videos and don't know what the hell I'm talking about, don't know about this filming stuff, yeah, trust me, I was like that too. Like, what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? 2 more lenses left. We got the Rokinon 14mm Cine lens, my first and only cine lens I ever purchased. Loved it though. It was good for its time. Nice little wide angle. It did good in some areas, and it did inside some. You know, when it comes to filming like a lot of things on screen, like bushes and grass, it kind of didn't really do too well with that. And but at the same time, you know, you see, I got some lake footage. I was swapping between all the lenses and stuff I was using at the time. So you see, I popped some up of the Rokinon lens I had. I don't have it no more. I ended up selling that lens and my what other lens? I sold that lens and another lens to get this lens I'm using right now, because it kind of killed both those lenses. Not in performance, but in focal lengths in which I shoot. So it's like, why have both of these? Like, get this lens and it kind of have that balance of wide and kind of getting closer to where I normally shoot at with my videos. And last but not least, it's the most favorite lens I've ever purchased in my life. This lens, let me take this bad boy out. Hold on. The 70 to 200. Now I know there's more, way better lenses than this. This is 17 to 200. 17 to 2, I wish. 70 to 200 f4 L lens IS. You know what I'm saying? Cost me a pretty penny, you know what I'm saying? $700. Was it worth it? Hell yeah, it was worth it. I freaking love this damn lens, dude. Like, I can't. I'm starting to geek out right now just talking about this motherfucker. But I mean, when you're a creative person, is like, this to me is like a paintbrush. Like, this is exactly what the hell it is. Like, that's how much I love. Like, I feels like I'll be out there painting some stuff. Like, and paint this shit real fast. It's like, nah, but get back serious though. This is a real good ass lens. If you about to step your game up, don't skip. You know what? If you anxious, because I was anxious, I was gonna just go ahead and get the 70 to 200 non-IS. I'm glad oh my God, I'm glad I didn't, because the shots I got with this bad boy and how smooth everything is, on top of all that, man, I will say, if you have the patience, you know what I'm saying, save up to get this bad boy. You know, there's better lenses than this. You know, they got the 2.8 version of this bad boy. But I say save up the money and go ahead and get the middle ground one, because the quality of this lens, dude, is outrageous. Even the first one, even if you don't even get this one, you don't have the patience to save the money, you get the first one. Go look at the Amazon reviews. All 5 stars, probably a couple of 4 stars, maybe a few 3 stars. You ain't gonna see no 2 stars or 1 stars unless somebody got a defective one. This thing is outrageous when it comes to look at the eagle, dude. Like, look at that. Every time I watch that shot, like, it just blows my damn mind. I had the exposure a little bit too high. I kind of had it like that purposely, but it kind of was a little bit too much, but it still turned out pretty good, you know. And the bird on the fence, I remember that. So imagine if you had a 4K camera with this lens. I brought this bad boy used for, I think, for Adorama.com. Through Amazon, but from Adorama.com, you know, it was worth it to me. It's worth it to me, you know. Bad boy came clean, had no issues yet, you know, working like a dream. I already got a couple of weddings scheduled for next year. The earliest one is January, so this bad boy about to really come in handy when I film my little wedding movies. Zoom in, get the little slow motion shots, the little kilo moments and stuff. So yeah, man, it's been your boy M. Lee on the films. Thank you guys for watching this video. As you can see, I still got this damn bad boy in my hand. I love this damn lens, dude, for real. But of course it's better, but where I'm at right now, I only compare myself to myself. So where I'm at right now, from where I was, is a major upgrade, and where I'm going, I'm still headed there, but where I'm at right now, I got everything I need for what I'm doing right now. So when it comes to buying camera gear, don't get the best thing, because when you get the best thing trying to cut corners, you're gonna realize you're not even utilizing not even half of the things that you purchased. So by the time you get to that point, you've been wasted so much money, because now that camera is way cheaper than if you would have just took something else and waited to get to that point. So the same thing with the shoe analogy. Your feet too damn small to fill up the whole shoe, to even utilize the whole shoe. You're not even using the whole shoe. So why even try and skip corners, try and impress people with a bigger shoe, when 1, you're gonna look stupid, and then 2, you're not even using the whole thing.